Now we can see the programs in first module. So the first and the basic program is write a C++ program to print hello world. This is for printing a simple message. So here, to write a program, if a question is asked to write a program, first thing that we should remember is what is the input. We have to find out what is the input to the program and what is the output of the program, and how we can reach from the input to the output. So here, see what will be the input of this program. Program is to print a message, hello world. So there is no input, just output only. So we need not input anything, only output. So for input we will use cin, for output we will use cout. So here cout only has to be used. Then every program should start with the header file. So first we can put the header file, that is hash include statements. So hash include, after hash include, the less than symbol should be the less than. So in order to work with the input and output, we have to input and we have to output also. So for that purpose we have to include the header file IO stream, that is input output stream, then greater than symbol. So every C++ program should have this statement, hash include IO stream. The next line is using namespace std, after that semicolon. So this is for our program can use the names from the standard namespace. That is the meaning of this line. These two lines will be there in every C++ program. So we are these programs are implemented in Ubuntu platform, Linux platform. That is why we have to write in this format. Then after this, the main thing, that is we have to put that main function we have to write. So main function, either we can write void main, then or int main, or simply main. If we write void main, which means the main is not returning any value, so return 0, we need not write return 0. If we are writing int main or simply main, means by default it is int main only. So for that we have to write return 0. So here I am writing int main, int main, after that this bracket. Program execution every time starts from this int main. What is the main thing, what is the main code we have to write inside this function. So int main, after int main we have to open the curly brace. In curly brace, and the statements belonging to this main we have to write in this, we have to write here. So here only one output statement, hello world. In the monitor we have to display hello world. So we can write cout, small letters we have to use, cout. Only small letters we'll be using for keywords. With cout we can use double less than symbol, then double quotes. The word or the strings we have to write in double quotes. Value we need not write with cout statement. Value we will not use double quotes, but for strings or words or sentences we have to use double quotes, and inside the double quotes we can write hello world, and then close the double quotes, then semicolon. Every statement should end with semicolon in C++. Then press enter, then, but for int main and all semicolon is not there, but our other statements semicolon is there. Then close the curly brace. Before closing we have to write, I have written int main, so I have to write return 0, return 0, again semicolon, then close the curly brace. So this is the program to print a message, hello world. So this is a basic program which so from this basic program itself we have to understand. So this first two lines of this program, this two lines every C++ program should have, and also in domain also every program should have. And inside in domain we have to write the code, what the program does, that we have to write inside the in domain. Coming to the second program to add two numbers. So every program, this lines, first three lines will be same, that is hash include less than iostream using namespace std, then in domain. Till here everything is same. Then to add two numbers, again we have to think it's a program to add two numbers. So what is the input to this program? For adding two numbers means the two numbers are the input, and what is the output? The sum is the output. What process we have to do in the program? We have to do the addition. So these three things should be clear in every program, whatever program. If it is a lengthy program also, if it is a project also, you should know what is your input and what should be your output. From input we have to reach the output through different steps. That steps only we are writing inside the program. So here the input is two numbers that we have identified. So inside main function we can write the program. So two numbers we have to input. So two numbers means directly constants we cannot write. If 5, 4 like that, constants if you write in the program means every time it will add those constants only. So we will write variables. For example, a and b I want to use as input, two variables. So that variables a and b, the user is, I am only giving those names. So before using in our program, the first thing is I have to declare those variables. So two integer variables I want to add, so I'll declare it as integers. So declaration I have to give int space a comma b. So I have declared two variables. After that semicolon. So int a b means a b are two integer variables. I have declared to the compiler that a and b are two integer variables. Then I have to denote their, after addition I will get the output. Output also I will be storing in one variable. So that also I can declare over here C or sum or something I can give. For example, I have given this as sum. Then now I have to enter the two variables. So I can see for input I can write C in AB, that is for input. So before C in I had to write C out, I can write C out, enter two numbers, then only in the keyboard the monitor it will show, then I can enter those variables. So next statement I can write it as C out double less than symbol, and after C out double less than symbol should be there, and I had to write in double quotes enter two numbers, enter two numbers, then close the double quotes, then semicolon. Every statement should end with semicolon. Then enter two numbers. So I will be entering two numbers from the keyboard input I am giving, so I had to put the C in. This is for used for input. With C in greater than symbol I had to use. I had to use the greater than symbol. C in, so first input is A, C in A, then next line I can write C in B. Otherwise I can together also write C in A, using this double greater than symbol, then C in B, then after that semicolon. So 2 input numbers I have given. Then now the sum process I have to do is the summation. So I have to do the addition. So sum equal to A plus B. A plus B. Again semicolon. Sum equal to A plus B. So in the variable sum, I have the value of A plus B. So sum is my output. So output I had to display on the monitor. For that I had to give cout statement. Cout with cout double less than symbol. Sum, then I can give a statement. The sum is then sum is a value. So while giving the value, I should not put the double quotes, then semicolon. So this is the output. The output will be, the sum is, the answer will come here. Then next line again. So this is, the program is over. So I have used int main. So I had to write return 0. Return 0 semicolon. Next line, close the bracket of int main. So this is how we write the program to add 2 numbers. So this is the another basic program only. So initial things, these lines should be common for every program, and we have to identify the input and also the output. Whatever variables we are using in our program, that should be declared in the beginning itself. Declaration means the data type and the variable name has to be given. Then every sentence should end with semicolon. So here I had to do the, so without this cout statement also, cout enter the 2 numbers. Without this also it will work. Input 2 numbers and then output. That is enough. But this is for our understanding, to prompt us to enter the 2 numbers. That is why we have written this one. So this is a program to add 2 numbers. Hope this is clear.